Hi, Mr. Piratebrain and Ari. I'm not going to respond to Packin' Not Lackin'. That was not a good way to start the live stream. I know you mean well, but it's really obnoxious to say I want to dick you down with some daddy dick. Okay? Not cool. So where am I? Let's see, I'm going to do Instagram right now. Hold the phone. We'll get there in 2 secs. Okay. You guys, can you hear the audio? Anybody hear me? Hi. Hello. Oh, shoot. Sorry about that Instagram. I just was backwards. Hello, 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 hello. Hi to all these people in a sex chat DM me. Why do people think I'm a porn star? I'm trying to do something like semi-responsible and legit right now. Okay. So I thought it'd be cool, because I think we've talked about this before, about to tell you about why I started my channel, what it's all about, because people don't seem to get it. People still think like I'm doing some sort of like a webcam girl or something. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but it certainly is not the case. So welcome everyone who would like to hear about this interesting topic. Let's see. Do you prefer hair down there? Oh my goodness. Fozzie. I'm trying to talk about why I started my YouTube channel, and this is the questions I get. Hi, Bryson and Zulfadli. Okay. And Aman and John. Because I look like Erica Lauren again. Okay. So, where were we? Yes. Hi, David. And yeah, if anybody wants to hear about why I started this YouTube channel, give me some hearts, give me some love, give me some likes, give me something to go with here besides these rather pornographic things. Hey, Lori, how are you? Yay, I haven't talked to you in ages. So we're going to talk today about why I started my YouTube channel, how I started it, and some of the questions that I've received thus far. You got, okay, that's good, hearts. Okay. Please talk about why you started the YouTube channel. Thank you, Mr. Piratebrain. Okay, so here's the deal. I even took some notes. I started my YouTube channel back in 2012. Actually, it was started even before then, but YouTube, whatever happened, gave me 3 strikes on something I did. I don't remember the specifics. And my YouTube channel first started out with another guy who was divorced 3 times. And I thought it'd be interesting to see his perspective, my perspective, when we talk about what it's like to be dating again. Because I started the channel after my husband passed away in 2000. Well, my husband passed away 2006. But I started the YouTube channel like 5 years later. Anyway. So, where was I? And I'll answer all questions afterwards, so I'm going to be like kind of ignoring the chat for a little bit. So, okay, so I started it and basically I restarted it in 2012. I had the name Love Encore for a while, meaning like finding love again and those kind of things. Hey, Debbie. Wow, got a lot of cool people joining today. And Joseph, how are you, Joey? Okay, so that's, all right, so here's what we're doing. We're talking about why I started the YouTube channel. I started in 2012, then about, and I had a partner that, and after a while, he's like, I don't know if this is going to work. It wasn't for him, so I went off on my own. And initially, I thought it was going to be mostly women that are going to want to talk to me about, you know, what it's like to be single again, and what's like to be a cougar, and all that kind of stuff. But it turned out that my demographics, which are, you know, if you only want to get geeky in life, look at your YouTube demographics, because they'll tell you every single person that's watching, where they're watching it from, you know, how many views you're getting, how long are people watching it, and it's super interesting to see like exactly like the breakdown of the demographics. So as of today, I have 21,730 subscribers, and that was not an easy task because, as you know, that was 5 years ago that I started. So it's been gradually increasing. Hi there, Tim. And as things have progressed, you know, obviously the more that more subscribers you have, the more views you're going to get as well. So the views have been pretty consistent. As of today, I have 13,177,236 views, which is amazing. And the demographics are very interesting because it's mostly, I mean, this is what the breakdown is. There's 16% 18 to 24-year-olds, 30% 25 to 34-year-olds, 35 to 44-year-olds, or 19% 45 to 55-year-olds is 15%. So as you can see, it's like it kind of spans the whole like 18 to 55-year-olds, but mostly the sweet spot is at 25 to 35-year-olds. So if you're watching this later on, give me a thumbs up if that's you. And I really do appreciate all the people that are watching both on Instagram and YouTube right now. So don't forget to give a thumbs up and like this video. So how did I get exposure? What did I do? What did I find that were the pitfalls? How did my direction change and all that kind of stuff? That's what I'm going to go through next. So I feel like anybody watching this could create their own YouTube channel because everyone has something that they can offer, something that makes you unique, something that makes you there's some talent or something that you have. So every time I talk to a friend of mine, I mean, it could be a friend that's really good with auto mechanics. It could be a friend that's really good with makeup. I mean, I've had so many different people talk to me about starting their own YouTube channel, and I always encourage them to do so because if everybody starts it, well, we can all even be like a big community of YouTubers. So that's one of the reasons I love being in Los Angeles, because I do live where there's a lot of YouTubers in my building and around the area that I live in, Hollywood. So it is pretty cool to be able to collab with people, and that's the best way to get views and best way to get subscribers. I owe a lot to certain people that I've been on their channels, and I've gotten like 500 subscribers in a day because of being on people's channels, like the Advice Show, and also I've been on other pickup artist channels and dating coach channels, and so it's definitely helped that people promote each other on YouTube as opposed to being in competition. We're not really in competition. The more that you collab, and Nina Hartley, I can't forget Nina Hartley, thank you to Milkman. The more you collab with people, the more people you get to see you, and obviously the more exposure. And then, for example, it's good that you brought up Nina Hartley, who was a very famous porn star, but having her on the show really helped get a lot more exposure because she's already had a built-in audience. So Trip Advice, I did a video with him, and I think I got a huge amount of subscribers in a day. And I like to promote other people too. If the more people that I promote, then it's just it makes you, karma's a really good feeling. So I plan on promoting a lot more people, collabing with a lot more people, and that's a very good way to get more views and subscribers here on YouTube. Some of the other tips are things that people, I mean, I didn't even realize it. I was interviewing all these porn stars and putting the thumbnail as a picture of whatever. It wouldn't have mattered, but apparently, it took like a couple people to look at my channel and I go, wait a second, why aren't your thumbnails pictures of these porn stars if you're interviewing porn stars? Talk about exposure. Thank you. That's very funny. So yes, you have to make sure to make those thumbnails like pop out, because it's like, how even like a dating profile picture where you have like one picture on your list of, and then that's all people really look at. They don't really look at like all the writing and everything else. So the picture is really the advertisement for your channel and the video that you make. So you might need that thumbnail to pop out as opposed to other thumbnails on that page, because a lot of the way I get exposure is for YouTube to promote me on the side of suggested channels to watch or suggested videos. So that's like 50% of the way I get exposure. So if you guys ever see that there's, when you're watching a video, you see other videos pop up on the side, the suggested videos are a way that a lot of people get noticed as well. So make sure the thumbnails are good. The titles have to be super compelling too, because if you don't put a title, if you put a title like episode number 30, no one really knows what that's about. No one's going to bother even looking at it. But if you put a title that's saying, porn stars talk about penis size, obviously you're going to get a lot of views. As opposed, for example, the video that I did, it was a collab video. I took all about 5 or 6 different porn star interviews that I had, and I had asked them all the same questions about, because that seems to be a huge question, is I asked them all the same thing: how important is penis size? And I did a video with not collaborating, but compiling all the videos that I had done with different porn stars. And it was called Porn Stars Weigh In on Penis Size. Is bigger better? Does size matter? You'll hear the truth. That was put out 2 years ago, and it has 4,683,091 views as of today. So 4 million. Now, onto monetization. So you would think that because I have a video that has over 4,683,091 views, that I would be making a ton of money, right? Wrong, because advertisers are who pays the bills here, not YouTube. So even though I'm part of the YouTube partner program, advertisers do not find penis size videos friendly to them, which is stupid, because if you think about it, who's going to be watching that? Those 18 to 35-year-olds. They're big consumers, and you would think advertisers would get the idea of, oh, if I put an ad on that, maybe I'm going to get those 4 million eyeballs on my product. But it doesn't work that way. So you have to figure out other ways to make money if you want to make money on YouTube. And one of the ways I make money is through my Patreon page. I talk about it a lot. It's sort of like a way that I can be privately funded by people and still give them extra benefits in return. So it's patreon.com/KarenLee. I speak about it a lot on these live streams, but it's really important if you want to support your creators, such as myself and other people who have like kind of content that's not really friendly, advertiser friendly. It's a good way to support them, and plus it's a good way to message and get more personal with the creator, such as myself, because anyone who joins my Patreon page, I always am very grateful, and I communicate with them. They can ask me personal questions. I put better pictures, and I don't want to say better, I put more like risque pictures and videos on there, because of the fact that, you know, you can't do it on YouTube if you want to not lose every single advertising dollar. But anyway, the other way to do it is to promote certain products that I have. So I have certain exclusive downloads that I have on my website, KarenLeePotter.com, such as How to Catch a Cougar. And I also have books, and I'm an affiliate with a lot of different programs. So if I recommend a certain sex toy, or a certain book, or a certain lingerie, or certain yoga pants, or whatever it is, I will get a small portion for recommending that. So in the future, you will be seeing a video that I did on Hex condoms. I won't put out any videos unless I really, truly believe in them, and I do truly believe that Lilo has a brand new super fantastic condom called Hex, H-E-X, for little hexagons on it, and the link will be in the description box. But what basically that is a way for me to get money through anybody that purchases the Hex condoms with my link, KarenLee15, will get 15% off, and I will also get some of that back. Oh, we got Hex wear clothing. Okay. So I do, so you make money most on promos. I make money on a variety of different ways. It's not one particular way. I think my Patreons are my main source of income, because they are supporting me on a membership program on a monthly basis of whatever they can afford. So I appreciate my patrons. Yay, patrons. I shout out to my patrons. I love my patrons. And eventually, I think I will start making more money when my podcast called Sex Talk with My Mom does change, you know, that gets a lot more exposure as well. So the two combined. So that's another thing that is really important when you're doing a YouTube channel or an Instagram page, is to make sure that your brand is consistent among all the platforms. But you got to feed every platform. You got to keep pushing content, and it can't be bad content, because people see bad content and they don't give a shit. So you've got to keep pushing content that is brand appropriate and interesting to the people that are watching it. So I'm very particular about what brands I take on to advertise. I don't do too much of it. Very rarely do I do it, as a matter of fact, and it's only for certain, you know, a lot of it has to do with how I feel about the particular brand that's coming to me. I'm not going to advertise every sex toy. A lot of sex toy companies come to me and say, oh, you know, I'll give you a free sex toy if you put, you know, advertisements on your YouTube channel or Instagram. And I'm like, no, I got so many sex toys, I don't know what to do with them. I started giving them away. So if you come to my house, have a free sex toy. Okay. So the real reason I started my channel, amongst all these other reasons, is because I used to love, I always am comfortable talking about sex and dating and relationships. I think that's the most important thing in life, is to talk about your relationships and talking about things that matter. That's all that really does matter. So I started that channel for that reason. And I think that over the years, it's developed into different spokes. Some of them, you know, some of the things I talk about are dating. I could talk about relevant groups such as MGTOW, which is, you know, men going their own way. I've talked about my feelings about that type of, you know, group of men. I try to really want to push my message of spirituality and the importance of living for the moment and importance of following Miguel Ruiz's 4 agreements, which are: be impeccable to your word, don't assume anything, don't take anything personal, and always do your best. So I guess my ultimate goal is to be more of an inspiration than it is to be a sex therapist or a comedian, but I like all those things. So I think it's really important that you, you know, when you're establishing yourself, you kind of think about the long term of where you want to be. My link to Patreon, Nikki, are you asking about Patreon? Patreon.com/KarenLee. Hey there, Joe. Thank you for that like. So, yeah, I mean, a very big important part of this whole thing is to think of your end goal. Think of your business. It's a business. So, you know, you can't just go, oh, I want to start my own YouTube channel and expect, like, the next day to have thousands of views. I was so excited when I first got my first, like, 1,000 views a month. And now it's like, if I don't get, like, you know, 15,000 at least a day, I get upset. So, you know, your expectations have changed, and it's very, very hard, especially as an older woman. I think it's a lot easier for young, like 20-something-year-old girls to put on makeup tutorials, and they get millions of views, you know, and that's not my thing. I'm not that, and so it's a lot harder for me because I'm not appealing to my. Apparently, there's not, obviously, I showed you my demographics. Since it's like 85% men, there's not a lot of women. I'd love to have more women on, and there are women that are watching this right now who I really respect and admire, and I'm so grateful that they contribute so much to my live streams. So speaking of live streams, how did my YouTube channel change over the years? So I started the YouTube channel doing standalone videos in front of the camera, like you'd expect, on topics that I thought would be interesting and I thought my audience would be interested in. And then live stream came into being about, I don't even know if it's been even a year or so. And I started doing live streams every day, both on YouTube and Instagram. And I started having more of an audience and a community, KarenLee's crew, I call them. And you know, these people, and you know who you are if you're watching right now, have tuned in every single day. And a lot of you guys watch this, and I say guys, meaning guys and girls. A lot of you guys watch this later on too, which is awesome. Another way to, if you want to help promote me and other creators, is to comment. A lot of comments mean that there's discussion, and YouTube sees that in their algorithms and promotes the video as well. So if you put down comments, all the links are in my bio on YouTube and on Instagram and Facebook. But I promote mostly Instagram and YouTube. So those are the two that I really push. And I want to give a little time now to answer questions. I don't know that I answered everything right here. I had some failures along the way, which I think are important to note, because you think you learn more from your failure than your success. So one of my failures was that I didn't brand my name right from the beginning. It was Love Encore. No one knew who that was. I'm really glad that I changed it to KarenLee Potter. Eventually I'm going to drop Potter and just do KarenLee, so it could be like Madonna, Shakira, and KarenLee and Oprah. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I think part of my initial, I was scared. I didn't want to put my name out there, so I put it Love Encore. Now I'm glad I changed it to KarenLee Potter. And what else? Because otherwise it's hard for people to find me. The other things that I think I've done wrong over the years, not doing enough collabs, not putting up enough video during the week. I mean, I'm waiting once a week was not enough. If you want to get something going, you got to, I think the main important final lesson, and then I'm going to open this up for questions, is that if this is your goal, if you want to do unbelievable stuff on YouTube and on Instagram, you really, really need to make this your life. I mean, you have to have a side job, obviously, to supplement your income, and don't expect money at all if you're going to be sadly mistaken if you think that this is a money-making venture, because it's not. But if you really believe in what you're doing and your cause, you have to put wholeheartedly 25 hours a day in. That means even in your sleep, you've got to be thinking of stuff to do. All right, so Instagram people are dropping like flies because I'm not showing boobs, but okay, I'm going to go back to YouTube over here. All right, so questions, and answers. Chris, I'm taking it. Cannot go on a date with you. Thank you, though. I appreciate the effort. On Instagram. Jonathan, did you watch the final season finale of Game of Thrones? Talked about it yesterday a little bit. Loved it. Can't believe we have to wait 2 years to watch it the next season. In the last season. John, do you make money from this? Do you get a piece of the ads? I do make money. It's pathetic how little money I make. I literally think, I looked yesterday and it's like maybe 40 cents a day. Really. And that's combined on all of my videos. Almost all my videos have been flagged as not usable because of the fact that I talk about sex, interview porn stars, to say the word fuck. I mean, it's unbelievable how YouTube has really, really gotten very big brotherish, I guess, or very frightened of losing their advertisers. So, I mean, if I did a video every day on a new cooking product or a new or YouTube or yoga or something very PC, where you don't mention anything about anything, nothing controversial at all, I might be making a lot of money. I could do another channel and probably make, with a hundredth of the amount of views, and I'd make a lot more money. Oh, when I watch your videos later and they always have less energy, the Milkman 69, maybe because you feel like you're part of it when I'm talking, so I don't know. I'm sorry if I don't have as much. Oh, you mean when I don't, I don't know. Okay, a milkman always brings a lot to the show in comments. Oh, okay. I see. You're giving yourself a little pat on the back for adding energy to the channel. Got it. Ari, it was the season's finale. Yeah. No, it was not the series finale. We got two more years, and they're going to do one more season. So it was not. Kiefer was bad girl for the 3 strikes. I can't remember what I did with the 3 strikes. It was like not like really bad. Like I didn't do anything like horrible. I think I was using a program that was messaging, and I didn't realize that you're not allowed to do that. So that was the problem. David, I started my YouTube channel in September of 2016, which was last year, almost a year ago. Good luck to you. Mr. Pirate, going with the subscribership. Thank you, Mr. Piratebrain. You're a platinum superstar. Oh, that's sweet. Aman, I have advised 2 of my friends about your YouTube channel as well. That's another thing I should say. I should be asking you guys to do a lot more promoting for me, like send this out, share this with a friend, or share this with a coworker, or talk about it with other people, or write reviews on my podcast, things like that. Hi, Aaron. And yeah, I have so much to get to that I forget to ask you guys to like the video half the time. So like the video and send me hearts and promote the shit out of this thing. You only have 55 subscribers on YouTube. David, it just takes a lot of work. Hi, buddy. Have you seen a penis video by Nicole Richie? No, I have not. I'd love to see that. I'm going to have to look that one up. Karen Patreon Potter, Eric. Yes, that's me. Yeah, Tim, I do YouTube and Instagram every day, Monday through Friday, together so that I can get more people's interaction. Eric Hexapeel, do you take Kohl's Cash? No. I only take Bitcoin. That's right. Jonathan, when you were married, did you still use condoms? I did not need to use condoms in those days because, why didn't I? Oh, that's right. My husband had a vasectomy. Let's see. That was after I had 3 kids. Why I ask is because I find my parents' condoms. Sometimes when I run out of condoms, I use my parents. Hilarious. Hi, Aaron. There's your shout out. And Marquis and Abad. Let's see. Have you done an interview with Cosmopolitan, Maxim, etc.? Or I have not gotten any big magazines, but my podcast, Sex Talk with My Mom, was rated number 3 in Esquire's top 10 podcasts. So that was a big coup for us. Hey, Aaron. Hey. Yes, CLS Viagra should be sponsoring me. And anybody that has any connections with the marketing departments for anything that you think would work. What? I do not understand how I put my phone on silent and it still rings. I do not get it. Sorry about that, everybody. Crazy, right? How does that happen? Silent. Okay. You're just doing it for free. Cool. Okay. I told Tyrone Magnus about you and Jane Drow. Thank you, Mr. Piratebrain. Yeah, the more you share with... I really enjoyed Tyrone Magnus's video recently because I did not expect that he was going to review it, and it was pretty awesome, and I tried contacting him, but I have not heard back. You said corrected, Ari, about that. Thank God it's going to be on again, right? Yeah, I know that those are big YouTubers, and anybody that has connections with big YouTubers, please let me know or if you can reach out for me and tell big YouTubers that I'd love to be on their show. I always have a lot of fun when I collab. I mean, I make new friends that way. It's one of the great perks of doing a YouTube channel is that you can make friends throughout the world. Like I've met all of you people now and you people here. So it is really, really a wonderful way to like get rid of the 6 degrees of separation and make it 1 or whatever, the 7 degrees of separation, whatever. Bryson, yeah, you were the one who told me about Tyrone as well. Let's see. Jonathan, should I really tell my girlfriend how many women I have slept with? Good question. Let's see. I think we're going to have to answer that in a later video. Can you put it in the comment section below and we'll try to get to that because I have like 3 minutes left and I want to continue with the same subject. Sorry about that. Have I tried Tosh? No, I have not. If you know anybody at Tosh, let him know about me. I've had quite a lot of collabs with different people, but there's obviously so many more that I'd love to get in touch with. So if you know of anybody, Karen, do you smoke weed? That was a very rando question, Mr. Piratebrain. You said you were on Facebook. I am on Facebook, Tim. Yes. KarenLee Potter Show. Still can't afford HBO. Oh, Ari. There's got to be a way to get a hold of that. There's got to be ways to get HBO somehow or another. You've got to get Game of Thrones and Ray Donovan. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens 2 years from now. I think that because it costs so much to produce that show, they obviously have to wait a few years till they get the funding. All right, so that's about it for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If there's any other questions that you have, do you sell your soiled panties? Oh, my God. It is definitely time for me to go. No, I don't sell soiled panties. But if there's any future questions that you guys have, oh, I see why you asked the question. Smoke weed and you can become popular. That is funny, Mr. Piratebrain, because I think my son, one of my youngest son told me that he noticed that as well. You're a beautiful girl. Thank you, Victor. Okay, so I was just going to say that if you have any other suggestions or comments about this video, if you have any questions that I can answer about starting your own YouTube channel or Instagram account, I'd be happy to help you. It's something that I feel very obviously passionate about and knowledgeable about, so I'd be happy to go answer any questions, especially if you join my Patreon page. I will definitely answer questions there about whatever you want to ask, especially if you do want to start your own YouTube channel. It's a good place to ask me and to support me as a creator, as a fellow creator. I should collab with rich people. If you've got any of these people for me to collab with, I would definitely, yeah, I would definitely, you can DM me, or you can put it in the comment section on YouTube. And, yeah, that would be a great place to find me. Or I would love it if you could tie me into those guys, because it would be great. Anybody that can do help, I appreciate it. I've appreciated all the helps that you've given me thus far. All the helps? All the helps. Yeah. All the helps that you've given me this far, I appreciate it. I'm actually taking a note. Is monogamy dead? Are we as humans designed to be with multiple partners throughout our lifetime? Joe, I don't think monogamy is dead. I think it's difficult, and it's not for everyone. And I know that I've talked about that a lot in some of my prior videos, and I will continue to talk about it. Let's see. Did that answer your question, Joey? Thorough, my American Goddess live right now. Oh, thank you. Do you know I'm thinking about moving there from Spain just to see, oh my God, if I meet you walking on the streets or whatever. Don't do that. No stalking me, please. No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't move. Stay in Spain. I'll come to see you. Anyway, I appreciate all the love, and I have to go. So again, if you have other questions, if I didn't fully answer any of the questions here, put them in the comment section. Direct message me. If I don't get back to you, most likely I'm going to probably say to you something like, I answer all questions on Patreon. Don't get mad at me. Just go to Patreon and sign up for as little as $5 a month. You could message me anything. Love you. Bye-bye. Thank you all for joining me today, and share the video. And